Are you struggling on how to calculate your rate? At the end of this video, you're going to have a two-step system for calculating your rate at any stage of your business. Welcome to my channel. My name is Rhonda Mellergy and I'm a productivity consultant. My goal is to protect your most valuable asset, your time. I do that by designing systems and tools to streamline your business processes. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. So in this quick tutorial, I'm going to share with you a really easy formula to calculate your rate. Be sure to click on the link in the description and grab the rate calculator that I have made for you. So let's take a sneak peek at that quick formula.
It's an easy formula that you can use for calculating your rate at any stage of your business. And that's what I absolutely love doing, is giving you tools at the beginning of your business and that you can use them over and over and over again. All right, so we're going to hop right into it. One of the biggest struggles that I see, and one of the things that within Facebook groups of new service providers, and even those that are more experienced, money is a mindset. And a lot of times I find that service providers are undervaluing your time. You're literally giving it away, because some of the things that we don't think about when we calculate our rates are the tools and resources that we use, maybe courses that we have purchased, or if we have invested in a membership where we are getting tech support or we are up leveling our skill set. We don't think about those costs that we are incurring or those expenses that we are incurring. We also don't calculate in there when we are working to generate reports for our clients. Now, I always recommend that you use a template. So it's very easy for you to what I call plug and play. So you can go in, grab the information that you need for your client, put it into the template, and then they have a really nice report. It's almost one of those added values, but we need to calculate the time that it takes to generate that report. And it does take time, even though we are using templates. Also, check-in sessions. If you are meeting with your client on a weekly basis, that time is valuable. When you think about what your hourly rate is, how much time additionally, outside of completing the work, are you spending with your client? You can also, not even just like the check-in sessions, but if they are very time intensive, if you're using Slack and they're constantly messaging you and you're constantly having to stop and start, and just feel like you are on call all the time, you need to calculate that time and then some, because I really think that we give our time away. And I have always said that time is your most valuable asset because we can't get it back. And one of the reasons why someone is hiring you is to take something off their plate so they can scale, they can do more or do less, right? A lot of times you hear about, when we're calculating our rate, you hear about taxes. And we also, that is kind of the big thing that we need to think about when we are calculating our rate as well. But the biggest thing is that the tools, the resources, the courses, the time it takes to do reports, the time it takes to do check-ins, and then some. That is the time that I feel we are not calculating. And a lot of times I see people, when they're new and they're transitioning online, they'll start at $20 or maybe $22.50 or $25. We're going to get into my recommended rate, but I'm also going to give you a calculator here as well. All right, so let's get right into that. So step number one, what I'd like for you to do is to write down what your monthly income goal is. Now, you may be at, I want $10,000 a month. Go ahead and put $10,000 a month. And we're going to see how much time you have available and what that rate generated is, and if it really is realistic based on the work that you are doing. It's okay if we're not there yet. That is a goal that we can get to. But let's say, for example, your monthly income goal is $1,000. So let's put that number down. Step number two, how much time do you have to work? Now, this is also like a trick question, because I really feel like we need to be realistic with our time. I recommend that you do a time audit to really get a clear picture of your schedule. And when you do a time audit, what you're going to find, I want you to write everything down that you do. You will see where you have what I call the pockets of time, where you can do sprints, which is very intense, focused work. You know exactly what you're doing between, say, that 12 and 1 when the baby goes down for a nap, or 3 and 4 when the kids come home from school and they just want to go someplace and veg. Whatever that time is, be realistic with that. If you sit there and say, I want to make $10,000 a month and I have 40 hours a week that I can work, and realistically, you have 5 hours. There's a huge discrepancy in that, okay? So this is a really important step. Step number 3, we're going to divide the number of hours available into your monthly revenue goal, and we're going to come up with a rate. Now, when you come up with that rate, a couple questions that I want you to think about, because that rate may surprise you. It may be off the charts from what you're currently charging. So is the rate too high based on your skill level or the services that you offer? Is that rate too low based on the skill level and services offered? There are some that are transitioning online that are starting with general admin, and that's perfectly fine. That's wonderful. I highly support that. There are some folks that are transitioning online and they've already been in a consulting capacity where maybe their rate is $75 an hour offline. So then it makes sense for them to have a higher rate when they transition online, or at least maintain, not necessarily a higher rate, but maintain a minimum of $75 an hour. Okay. So my recommendation here is that based on the monthly income goal, based on the number of hours that you have to work, and when you calculate that, and it's based on your job, if you're not hitting a minimum of $30 an hour, my recommendation is that you use this as a benchmark.
Now you have a formula to calculate your rate at any stage of your business. Be sure to click on the link in the description and grab the rate calculator. If you want to join a community of women just like you, I have a private Facebook group, Strategy by Design, where I share free workshops and special guests to help you build an irresistible and profitable online presence. If you like this video, please let me know by liking it and comment below if it has helped you. Don't forget to click on the link and grab your rate calculator.